shows nothing. Buddy. C53.
Hey, Robot Man.
You're okay.
I am.
Oh, thank God.
And I know where Beano is.
Whoa.
Cody owes me an email.
Okay.
You know where Beano is?
How?
Beano's in heaven.
I mean, I guess so. Is that what you mean, C53?
No, that's absolutely not what I mean. Also, I got a couple of things I gotta work out here. First off, I'm still grappling with the implications of having 2 daughters, one of whom shot me.
And we are both so happy to see that you're okay. Yeah, no, this is a huge relief.
Yeah, so we were gonna call this Dar with the goatee Evil Dar, but then Evil Dar ended up being like, okay, and so now we're just kind of like, what are we calling him? Dar Zero? Diet Dar?
Yeah, we're still working on that.
I've just been calling them both Dar, and that's confusing to everyone.
Nervous been having
great time. A lot of conflicting feeling.
No,
a lot of emotions.
I don't know.
From Nermit over here. We're all dealing with those.
We're all just talking.
So, yeah, it's Evil Dar until we have something better.
Yeah. Second question. Where did you get this frame?
Oh.
You like it?
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I love it. This is one of the rarest Ronka frames in existence. How did you get the Country Gentleman?
I've had it forever. It was left on me by famous actor Jermaine
Yeah, that was his last name.
Yeah.
My parents' favorite actor.
What? Wait, tell me his name again.
Jermaine.
Music to my...
Bargie, we went to another galaxy and I was in a toaster.
Yeah.
Okay, they forced me into a Herman frame.
Yeah.
I was a bug.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me this whole time.
Yeah, because the Country Gentleman was left here on purpose. Nobody wanted it. The eyes are too intense.
Oh, disagree. These are amazing.
Smolder.
C53, when you mentioned the Country Gentleman a while back, I sort of pictured like a white seersucker suit or something, but this is more like...
He's like the squire of a country manor, part of the landed gentry.
What?
Like out of a Jordan Austen novel or something like that.
How do you know some things and also nothing?
Hey, so you've really been kicking up the reading while I've been away.
Oh! I got my hand stuck in my glove.
Oh, that's just wearing a glove.
That's what a glove is.
That is a glove.
But AJ's right, like it's got that ruffly shirt and a sort of nice little top hat.
Yeah, sign me up.
Does that cane retract?
It does indeed.
Ooh.
Look at that.
There's a certain sort of chimnatial kind of, jauntiness to it that I kind of appreciate.
Well, allow me to use the proprietary Ronka Country Gentleman voice filter, only available on the Country Gentleman. Is this more to your liking?
Ooh.
Oh,
What an esteemed bachelor you've become, C53.
oh my.
Nipsey's normal voice.
Wait, hold on. C53, I'm glad you're in a frame again. I'm glad you're back to being a droid.
You and I both.
Did you say you know where Beano is?
Okay, so you all know about the sea captain?
I'm not nearly as much as we want to.
Okay, well,
of the sea captain.
Okay, I sort of don't have time to get into the full thing if we want to get to Beano before Corbaelvor does.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. I'm going to pop in here with a quick cue.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Dar in the back.
What's a Beano again?
Evil Dar. Just, it's...
You don't even know about Beano? Also, I've been here the entire time.
Dar, you gotta catch Evil Dar up on these things. This is
This is base level crew stuff.
Crew 101.
Absolutely. I understand where you're all coming from, but Bargie and I have a lot to catch up on. I mean, I missed book club.
Luckily, if you ask what is a Beano, I have a clip.
Oh.
Let's just check the hyperdrive first.
Yeah, we should double check what's your battery level?
We're fine.
Now we know who's been haunting the amusement park. It's been old man Chesterfield. Oh!
And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you rotten beans and spaceships. Give me back my rubber mask.
No.
He wants the rubber mask back? I mean, the jig is up, right?
Beano, don't strangle him. Beano, don't. Beano serve all form of justice. Beano is the law.
Beano reminds me we started doing what dramedy by the end.
I'm not sure if that's the clip I would show Evil Dar by way of sort of like, this is what Beano is.
Yeah. More questions than answers.
Yeah, that's
Dar, maybe
understandable.
it's easiest if I just explain that Beano is an all-powerful demigod who just happened to take the form of an anthropomorphic being.
Yep, that was much easier to understand than the clip.
Listen, when Captain Cameron and I were sailing around the galaxy, we found a treasure map. And, well, I don't think about that day for a number of reasons. While I was running my emergency memory recovery protocol, as my cube was being reassembled, I assume.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, I mean, we went blue on it, then we rinsed it out.
Carefully.
Yeah.
Very carefully.
Thanks, I guess. Anyway, while everyone was taking such good care of my cube, I was forced to relive those moments. And it's only just occurred to me. The map was the directions to Chad's planet, where Beano was.
What?
You found a map to Chad's planet? What? How many decades ago was this?
Quite a few.
Could you catch up, old Dar? Just, what's a Chad? Where are we going?
Evil Dar, I gotta tell you.
AJ, did you make that picture book of all of our memories? Just give it to Second Dar.
Oh,
Double
good
Dar.
call, Bargie.
Yeah,
Evil Dar, check out this huge illustrated book that AJ made that will catch you all up. You read that while we talk to C53.
Look. So this is my original memory of the map that I saw back on Aquatis.
It's coordinates in a star map.
Right, and those match up with where we found Beano the first time we met him.
Okay.
But look at what I saw when I relived the memory.
Okay, this looks the same. Oh, wait. There's a quote from a Zima scroll on this one. C53, why do you have two versions of this map in your memory?
An excellent question, Pluck. Unless somebody's playing around with time.
No.
AJ, just to hear him out.
And who do we know who can play with time?
Dame Wiggles.
Okay, she's dead. Hermit, okay?
Oh, wait. Core Balevor can travel through time. What if it's a trap?
Nermit, we're literally on our way to go probably get murdered by him. Why would he need to set a trap for us?
Solid point. Well, if it's trapped, called it.
Okay.
No, it's Beano himself. Beano. He's sending us a message.
Wait, but what is the message?
Look at the Zima verse on the map.
The space between what's wrong and right is where you'll find me hiding, waiting for you.
The space between wrong and right. A riddle. A riddle, Plek.
Of course. Yes. A riddle. Chad asked us...
I hate to interrupt because this isn't in this little booklet I was given. Is riddles like something we all do? Is this a thing? Like
Evil Dar.
Dar, can you give us just 5 minutes to sort of suss this out, and then we'll explore?
We're in the revelation stage right now, Evil Dar.
Well, excuse me for trying to feel included.
Wait, C53, we can't just go to these coordinates. There's nothing there. We saw Chad's planet destroyed by a Clint warship.
Indeed. But I'd be willing to bet any amount of nervos that if I bring up this astrogation chart, the planet is back.
Oh my rod. There it is. We have to go. We have to go find Beano.
So just to be clear, we're still not going to Mufalata Secundus.
Yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna go eventually.
okay.
Wait, you don't think we need to go get Beano first? You don't think we need to get Beano first?
Whoa, Papa.
Whoa, does he always turn this shade of pink when he gets upset?
Yeah.
Yeah, or pinker.
You haven't even seen the pinkest.
The final confrontation draws inexorably closer and closer. Following a map to the Beanocron from deep within the recesses of C-53's memory banks, our intrepid crew hurtles toward their destinies with everything on the line and nothing left in the tank. Meanwhile, the whack mastermind, Core Balevor, has assembled a cadre of shadowy nemeses to confront the unwitting crew. The disgruntled Captain Cameron, a backup copy of Federated Alliance Protocol droid C-53, and a perfect clone of Nermit Bundeloy. That's probably all of them, though, right? Now, Zemanite Plek Decksetter, Country Gentleman C-53, Captain Dar, Security Officer Dar, Super Soldier AJ-2884, Musician Nermit Bundeloy, OG crewmate Justin Ballwheat, and storied starship the Bargarean Jade head into the deadly unknown to save the galaxy and the very fabric of the universe on surely their final mission to Zyxx.
Unchanged. We've got all of these wall-less roofed enclosures. We saw the planet explode. This is insane.
It got analyzed by Clint's.
This is not how you described it here in this little guide, I have to say.
I wasn't there for this one.
Yeah, it took some creative liberties in the pre-AJ. Yeah.
Oh, wow, AJ, that's a terrible drawing.
What?
That planet is a bean?
I don't know.
Also, why am I here?
Justin, listen, if you're going to insist on being a part of the original crew, you got to go on missions with us. That's part of the deal, buddy.
Solely.
All right.
Well, Chad's in the same place he originally was on this planet. He should be just around this corner.
Lock and load. Take him out.
And AJ, we have no reason to think he's going to...
Oh, okay. Hello, it's us. It's Plek Decksetter, the crew of the Bargarean Jade, C-53, Nermit, Dar.
Who, what, and the what nows?
Oh, I know what it is. Chad, there was only one Dar before. But
I don't think
we actually went back in
that's the point of confusion.
Oh.
Listen, Chad, how do you not remember us? We're the people who answered your riddles. We got the Beanacron and we left the planet, and then you were destroyed.
What? Well, we were destroyed and reconstituted, as we always are. Plus, I've been here for so long, you think I remember every whatever you are and every whatever that thing is? And every whatever this is?
Whoa.
Oh, Justin, right?
Yeah, so...
How do you know Justin?
Hold on.
Oh, we have a mutual friend.
Dog.
You guys know Doug?
I mean,
Okay.
Who doesn't know
Okay.
dog?
Anyhow, what are you doing here? Are you here to see the relic?
I knew it. Bino is here.
Oh my rod, C-53. He was sending us a message. Chad, yeah, we're here to get the relic again. Can we just grab it from you real quick? We'll be on our way. We won't bother you.
Oh, well, first you'd have to answer my riddles, fool.
Okay, but we can answer
Chad, we already did.
So
We already did that.
Oh, have you? Yeah. You're the first group of people to try that one. Oh, we already answered the riddles. Just let us in. I don't think so.
Yeah, probably should be right on that.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for background, so I know how to calibrate the riddles. How old are you?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm 29.
29. Okay, forget that. Now, here we go. First riddle. You are driving a spaceship.
Okay.
4 people get on, 2 people get off.
Right.
An alien gets on, 2 aliens get off.
Yeah.
3 aliens get on, 2 people get off. How old is the driver of the spaceship?
29.
Well, look who's so smart. Look at the genius.
How did you get that?
AJ, no, he said he started this whole thing asking how old I was.
It's just
also,
it's
I've
just a
answered
starter
this
riddle.
before.
Oh, sure you have. A lot of people get the first one. The second one, the crying, They're calling their moms or dads or whatever kind of family they come from. No judgments. Any hoots and hollers. Here we go. A Frantac sits atop a roof.
Okay. Yes, no, we know, Chad. Frantacs don't lay eggs.
Yeah.
What in the hell is happening?
Whoa! How did you guys get it 2 in a row?
So smart.
I haven't even told you the entire
Chad,
riddle.
we already
No,
told
we
you.
answered
We
the riddle
told you this already.
We know the answers.
You guys got into my email or something?
No. Chad.
Because I only share that password with Doug, and that's it. And I thought I could trust Doug.
Why would you share your email password with anyone?
Account or just the password?
Sometimes he has to check my email. Look, it's a long story, and I'm happy to tell it.
Chad, listen, we've heard these riddles before. I can even prove it to you. What did the 0 say to the 8? Nice balance.
Ooh, good question. What?
That was your next riddle, right?
How? Okay, Doug is gonna get a talking to.
AJ, relax.
I don't trust Doug anymore.
Yeah, Justin. I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't trust Doug. I wouldn't.
Oh, I don't know if any of you know this, but the relic is a slightly warm bean.
Evil Dar.
Yeah, Evil Dar, that's what we've been talking about this entire time.
No, you've been talking about Beano this entire time.
One and the same.
Right.
There, you got there.
I can't believe you guys are so good at riddles. How did I never know this?
AJ,
AJ,
Are there any more? Is this it?
There's another.
there's one more.
you want to take this one, AJ?
Okay.
Yeah, go for it, AJ.
Okay, AJ. This bad boy is unsolvable.
Okay.
A Tellurian goes to a restaurant, okay? Don't forget that part, it's
Okay.
important. He orders a Garfon sandwich, right? The chef brings by a Garfon sandwich, okay? The Tellurian takes one bite, okay? Runs outside, jumps into infinite space, thereby killing himself. Why?
Because he realized he'd eaten his friend.
Rod damn it!
AJ!
Oh!
How did you know that?
So fast, AJ.
Oh, well, once I'm on a strike team.
I don't want it. No, AJ, you know what? Don't actually. This actually happened to you?
Yeah. Who hasn't it happened to?
Oh, boy.
Start with a pinky, see what happens.
All right, well, you've answered my riddles.
What happens next?
Now we go get Beano and we're on our way.
If that's acceptable with you, Chad, I don't know if...
Well, no, I mean, I've set up the criteria. You've met them. I feel obliged to allow you to do it, even though it's clear you've cheated in some way.
Well, but is answering the same set of riddles again cheating?
Here's a question for you. Is your mom answering the same set of riddles cheating? Leave you with that.
Yes. You burnt.
All right. Yeah, so I'll just slide past you here and grab the old bean, I guess.
Well, I have no choice but to allow you back through. How do you know the relic is a bean?
Listen,
See that as part of the riddle?
Listen, Chad, I know that you don't remember any of our interaction, but us finding the Beanacron was sort of the most important thing that we've ever done. It sort of became the basis of a lot of the rest of our adventures.
Oh, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he's really.
He just
He's
doesn't
not.
care.
It just walked off.
Yeah, he just walked away.
Hey, Doug.
Oh, whoa, chat on the phone.
All right, let's go.
I just met these really weird people. Oh, and Justin was there. You know Justin? Of course, everybody knows Justin. What's going on with the email, man? No, that's really... Doug, no. Don't pretend you're going through a tunnel, Doug. I know you're not. Why are you... Are you sharing my email? Rod damn it. Rod damn it. Oops, I tripped.
Wait, Beano was on this counter. Where's the box?
Where's Beano?
It's in my room.
What? Justin, can you bring Beano out here?
It's a cool box.
Justin, could you please get the box and bring it back out here?
But I literally, unbound it. Why can't I just keep this as a gift?
It's an all-powerful deity, Justin.
Also, Justin, this thing is ancient. One of the things my eye can do is carbon dating, and this box looks like about 30,000 years old. Is that right?
Whoa.
Oh, hold on a second. I've got an ad I've got to close. It's for Beanbox.
Oh, yeah.
It's a monthly box subscription.
But only legume-based meals.
Yeah, let me just close it.
Yeah, what does it say on the side here? It's writing.
Well, this is Old English.
It's my deodorant.
I mean, functionally a dead language. Naturally, the country gentleman is well-versed in any of the historic languages of the galaxy.
Sure.
So,
Landed gentry.
let it be known that the relic inside this receptacle is blessed for all time by Rhodos the Sunlighter.
Who the jack is Rhodos the Sunlighter?
No, I'm sorry, that wasn't it. Rhodos the Sunlighter, glory to those that bathe within his sacred light. Woe be to those that fall within the cursed shadows outside of his divine radiance.
Wow, long inscription.
Yeah, there's
That goes all the way over on the other
It
side.
goes all the way on the other side of the box.
Oh, man.
So wait, this is the first time you guys have seen this, even though you've had it before?
I just went in and picked up the relic last time. I wasn't paying that much attention to the box.
So it's a retinal confirmation?
I suppose it is.
The writing on the box is a retcon?
Now it is.
Got it.
Hey, why are we all just talking around, okay?
We've been doing it for 5 years.
Talking
All
around.
you do is yap, yippity yop,
We go on missions.
around in circles. But right now, there's a box, and it needs to be opened. Yet none of you are opening it. All you are doing is talking.
Fair.
Before
No, you're
you
right.
can even open it,
Thank
there
you.
is a box in front of you.
Good point.
And you're
Good
not
point.
doing
You're
it.
right, Bargie. Let's
You
open
should
it up.
open the box because Beano
Okay,
is in
right.
that box, and we all know Beano. We all love Beano. Beano owes me an email.
Marge, we are
Beano, I think, is in my top 10
Okay,
friends,
Bargie,
to be
now
perfectly
it's real
honest with
pop
you.
kettle black.
You never think you become friends with a bean, but I became. Oh, you're opening it?
Yeah, it's open.
it's been open.
Oh.
There it is. 140 some degrees, looks like.
Perfect.
That doesn't look like Beano, though.
Well, no, he's in his hibernative state.
Wait, that's just a beard.
Well,
It's a large, warm bean.
It's hot, Justin.
Yes,
Here, I'll get a glass of water.
perfect.
Hey, everyone. I kind of think I know the answer to this question, but what do you think the Dars are doing?
What's the answer to the question?
Nothing. No. You know what? Okay, let's look at Beano.
Go on. All right.
They're just throwing a horse hat.
Wow, they're co-parenting.
More wholesome than I thought.
I will say, Horse Hat has been loving this much attention.
Hurry, get in here.
I'm good. We're like doing the Beano thing, but I totally can catch horse hat. Guys, I can't. I actually can't.
Yeah,
No,
we
really? You gotta live,
hollow
man.
bones.
Nerman, you'd be
You
pulverized.
gotta plan. I think if you plan, you'll be fine.
They were doing the dirty thing, you go in.
That's true, Barge.
All right, in he goes.
All right.
All right.
Now we wait.
So he turns into a rod, like a demi-rod now, or?
It wasn't instantaneous.
Huh. But we have the ultimate weapon now. Guys,
Warm.
no, I meant the...
Bargie, that's
No, I think
Yeah.
AJ meant Beano.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, Barge, that's, very touching.
Yeah, thank you, Bargie.
Well, I believe friendship is a weapon you use against the enemy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right, yeah. That makes more sense. Wow. Mufalata Secundus. Never thought I'd be back on this planet.
Is that fortress even more imposing than it was the first time we were here?
Definitely.
I can't see the top.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely got another level of spikes.
Yeah.
The battlements are a lot pointier than I remember.
Well, Bargie,
Yeah.
we'll be back soon.
You know, I'll always remember this moment when all of us were here together.
Yeah.
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 Well spoken, Bargie.
Before the big showdown.
Bargie, you know, I don't think we say it enough. Thank you for
Yep.
being here for us. Thank you for taking us everywhere we need to go. You're the reason any of this has been possible.
We'd be lost without you, Barge.
Bargie, you're our rock.
Say one.
literally our ride or die, because we'd be in just cold space without you.
Yep. Everyone get involved in this.
Bargie, I know I just joined the crew, in a way.
Yeah.
But, I'm just so impressed that you were able to do all this while also wearing a ball gown.
Thank you. Yeah, what do you think?
Wait, hold on, Bargie. Why are you wearing a ball gown?
Oh, my alert just went off on my cow. You gotta get going, girl.
I know, I gotta go. Anyway, have fun with this little adventure you're doing. Send me a postcard, have fun.
What does this mean?
Oh, you guys didn't sync Bargie's cow?
No, what is on the cow?
Big day for you, Bargie.
Huge. I mean, I got my HMU team outside doing my HMNU.
Yeah, all right. Best of luck.
What does HMU mean?
It's hall and makeup, because today is the Baboscars and Bargie's minute finest.
The Baboscars. It's tonight, you guys.
You got nominated for a Baboscar?
No, I mean, I was invited. I don't know exactly why I've been invited. I mean, the last thing I did was, I guess, a small play in another
Galaxy.
Yep, Barbs is probably not for that.
But they told me I have to come. They told me it was mandatory, and in this town, if something's mandatory, that means they're thinking about you. So I'm going.
Seriously, nobody else knew this was on the cow? I was kind of going, wow, it's crazy
AJ.
that we've got two big things happening at the same time, but that's what the cow's for.
But Bargie, if there is one time for it not to be cool for you to just leave right now, it's right now.
Yeah. I feel like it could lead to our deaths, not having an escape.
Anyway, the Baboscars are going to be so much better this year because they're getting rid of all the boring categories like Best Picture and Sound Design.
Oh, yeah. Sound design, but I mean, like, what does that do? Anyway, let me do a flip on a lava flow.
Whoa, cool.
Weird, it didn't make a sound. Huh.
Usually when you do a flip, it makes a noise, but that was totally silent.
Anyway, sound design's for nerds.
Oh, but I heard that.
Bargie, does this mean we can't leave Horse Hat with you while we go do this dangerous...
Oh, Horse Hat's already suited up.
Wait.
Yep, Horse Hat's going to be holding my purse.
Look at my tuxedo.
Horse Hat.
Tuxedo, guys.
That's incredibly
cute.
That is adorable.
I know.
Commend you on these stylish outfits.
Little tuxedo, it's so tiny.
I bet I can fit into that.
Well, Bargie, in case we don't get another chance.
There they go.
Quite a gown.
Bye, Horse Hat.
They'll be fine. Darn.
Yeah, no, I mean, they should win an award just for looking that cute.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, let's head in, I guess.
This place is still awesome. I mean, look, lava crows are back. Like, we're firing on all cylinders. This is just, like, badass.
Let me explain the block. I'm JP. Centralize everything, bro. I'm JP. Got rid of the people, bro.
AJ, put your gun. Do not even. Don't even think about it.
One.
Careful what you call. You might get canceled.
Lemon glass one. Lemon glass both.
Oh no! Don't even think about it.
So, Evil Dar, I need to understand that we all got to see lava crows the last time that we met Corvale for.
And if you try to destroy them, they
I'm
only
aware.
get more. Oh, you've been here.
Yeah, I mean, thank you for catching me up, but obviously Cor and I have a pre-existing relationship.
Hey, gang. Is it weird that the front doors are like wide open?
No, actually, AJ, I think it's sort of understandable. I'm pretty sure Cor has sort of been assuming we would show up here at some point.
You got the bean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I suppose you were as prepared as we're going to be.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I kind of just instinctively took your hand. Oh, no, it's fine. If you need to hold my hand, you can hold my hand.
Well, gang, we finally made it. This is the end. This is the end of the road.
Well, you think this is the last thing we're going to do together?
For a while. Probably.
Really?
Oh, I thought you spent this road.
Wow,
That's
okay.
literally true.
Hey, we might go on a trip or something at some point.
Oh, okay.
Crew.
Yeah, Papa. Pep talk time, Papa.
We're about to experience whackness to a degree none of us can comprehend, okay? Keep your wits about you. Remember, we are here fighting for the fresh, okay? We are united. We are together. I just want to say... Yo, AJ, come back. I'm not done. I'm not done yet. Not done yet.
All right, yeah, what? It's good. We're united.
I love you guys. It's all I want to say, okay?
Aw, Fleck. I love you too. Oh, I mean, I knew I was about to say it, but already? Honestly, it just fell out, but I think I feel it. That's big. I love that. I love that for you. Oh, thank you.
Don't back away. AJ, don't say as you're backing away, cocking your gun.
Oh, yeah, I love you too, Papa, of course. It goes without saying. I love all you guys.
I love you all too, especially C, who's pulling my second road case here.
As soon as we get inside the castle,
Nermit. Yeah. You're not going to collab with clone Nermit. It's not going to happen.
Nothing can stop Art.
All right, let's lock and load. One last time.
But if you shoot your blaster, you're going to have to lock and load again.
Oh, until the next time I lock and load.
It's the last time you're going to lock and load until you fire it a second time?
Right.
You can say that every single time.
Okay.
You can say that every single time.
caught up into the semantics of the locking and loading.
I saw you leave that case behind.
We're inside the castle, so it's going to be your responsibility from here on out.
Whoa, C-53, I'm getting a reading in my eye that I've never seen before. What are tachyon particles?
Nerd.
Typically a hallmark of time travel.
Oh boy.
God,
Things are gonna get weird.
I think they're going to get
Shit, is that Core Balmore?
Yes. What kind of crazy?
Did you not? I nailed that entrance, and you're confused about whether that was me or
I
not?
don't know, it might have been a big-ass lava crow.
Fully
I
cyber
don't know.
body. He's holding the dingle hopper, okay? There's red mist swirling from his cloak.
Just stop! Go, crows, go back! It's junked. It all got junked. Alright, head back inside.
Core Balevor.
It's no, we're not even gonna do it now, because it's all ruined, because AJ ruined it all. Why? Okay. Dexter.
See, it's forwarded back into it.
I see you have a nice little broomstick there.
Listen, somebody stole my dingle hopper, and furthermore, it's not about the weapon, okay? It's about what's in here. The self. You wouldn't know anything about that because your torso is cybernetic.
Isn't one of your best friends a robot?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, yes, obviously. Okay.
Non-organic sentience.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Did you workshop that one for a second, big guy?
okay, I'm just.
Yeah, maybe you workshop this.
Agent. Wow. Collected all of those.
Nice try, AJ. Tell me something. You seem to be a fan. That little laser gun of yours. Would you like to see true laser power?
Yeah.
No, AJ, don't answer that.
Why would that be?
Oh, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Yeah, right out of my mouth.
I knew he was gonna do this.
Oh, you've infiltrated the crew and convinced them you were their friend. Excellent work.
Well,
Well, they did infiltrate.
Yeah, I guess so.
Although it does seem you were unable to dispatch any of them in advance. So,
Oh, well, they did actually shoot C-53's head off, so.
Yeah, blew it up.
Yeah, that almost killed him.
oh, good.
yeah, totally on purpose.
I'm so sorry again.
Missed the cube, so.
Silence! Moving on! I have become so much more powerful than I have ever been. You have never beheld a wielder of the West. Such as I, all will be brought to chaos and ruin.
All of Core's scheming, the plan is chaos?
No, Nerman, it's just like Tu said. Without Bino, the galaxy will fall into chaos. That's exactly what's happening.
Oh.
Yeah, cool. How does that work?
Yeah, good question, actually, Dar.
The plan that each must passing moment would eclipse into an eternal heat death of the universe, where each being is extruded infinitely past the event horizon of Wackatoo.
Oh, that kind of chaos.
Okay, that's what it is.
Oh, we just snapped a crow's neck.
You can just drink them by popping a head off.
It's where you see everybody else who took jobs that you were up for. Hi there. Hello. Hi.
Bargie, it's me, Dude-Up Quiz from Hollywood tonight.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
You know, I'm just happy to be here. I'm surprised, to be honest.
Well, tell us, Ship of the Stars, what are your plans for this fabulous evening?
Well, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna exist. Honestly, offensive question.
Bargie pivot.
Where are you?
I'm back.
Where's that voice coming from? Oh, hi. Yes, I see.
Hello.
Yes, kind of.
Hello. I have a question. It's more of a comment. It was reported that you were dead.
I was in another galaxy, which, yes, made many people believe I'm dead. Believe me, my voicemail was filled with a lot of people saying what they wanted to say after I was dead.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing Cheryl Bedeau's latest line from about 50 years ago.
Bargie, tell us about the child you're here with.
Who's the ingenue?
Ladies and gents and sentients and unsentients alike, this is Horse Hat to a Spin Babe.
Now that's Starbucks.
Well, yeah. Can we get Horse Hat alone? Without Bargie? Out of the shot. Sorry. I wanted a tie and shoes and a jacket and a bow and underpants. I have a dress.
Oh, no, not you. All right.
Look at me.
Horse Hat, look away. Horse Hat, look away.
Please.
All right.
Don't look at me, Barge.
Horse Hat, I look like I'm not into it, but I am. I love fans.
Did you hear that? She lost me.
Take them.
Tase him again.
Thank you for your support.
You get a profile.
All right, enough questions. We have to go to the buffalo store.
Up next is comedian Sachi Baron Cohen promoting his next film.
My wife.
Corbaelvor, you may think you've won, but we've got something you don't even know about. We've returned to Chad's planet. We procured the Betacron.
I am ruined. Truly.
Deal with it.
The forces of Fresh are going to win the day today, I tell you what.
You possess the Betacron.
Yes.
Which, to your knowledge, is the most powerful Legumacron in this room.
Exactly. Wait, sorry. Sorry, what's a Legumacron?
Well, I only mean to remind you of what I'm sure you've already learned. That the Betacron is but one part of the Beam Force. The Beam Force, the assembled 9 Legumicrons of legend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
So, if I were to say, have already collected all 8 of the remaining Beam Force and used Horsehat's blood to activate them,
Oh, no.
then you would certainly say I was more than a match for you. Come forth, Soy Beetlecron!
Hello.
String Beetlecron!
String Beetlecron love one-dimensional particles.
Chick Beetlecron!
Please, call me Garbanzolo. Fava Grava, hearts, mass, and energy.
Penetrix!
Hello.
Another Penetrix, because you get 2 in the same shell.
Hello.
The Penetrix go insane.
Other Penetrix go insane.
Lenticular!
Lenticular. See everything.
And beanie, baby.
We all.
Yes,
You are all going to laugh.
Evil Dark, what's up?
I just put together that the Beam Force is a lot like the slightly warm beam that you all lovingly refer to as Beano.
You know about the Beam Force, Dar?
Yes.
Evil Dar!
Evil Dar, you could have told us about all this.
Would have been super useful to us.
Should we call Evil Dar? Dar?
To be honest, he talks a lot about his plans, so sometimes I just tune him out. So, wow, I really underdelivered.
Good Dar, you didn't do anything wrong.
No, you can't be mad at one of us. You have to be mad at both of us.
Is that true?
Their foolishness is laughable, sire.
Yes! Scram! Scram, can you believe this? These guys are all up here with one Beetlecron. This is my executive assistant, Scram. Scram is the reason that I was able to collect all of the 118 gems of Elementia, by which I can control the very molecular structure of the universe.
What? Like, what?
118 gems?
That seems like a lot. We haven't even...
And this is different from the Beam Force or the
No,
same?
the Beam Force controls time and space.
Okay.
Yes. The gems of Elementia control the elements themselves.
All 118 elements.
Evil Dar! You knew about this too?
Dar! I know, Dar.
We gotta step up a little bit here,
Yeah,
Evil Dar.
You said you love Plek.
Yeah, you told me you love me. Hold on. Everybody just hold on a second. Hold on. Listen,
Okay.
Lord Balevor, you're not going to confuse us with a bunch of lore we haven't heard about yet. We've got Beano, and that's what matters, okay? Beano and freshness are on our side.
Well, of course. Okay, I assume that you came here with only one member of the Beam Force and not a single gem, because you must have all 10 of the orbs of Thrakis. How many Thrakis orbs do you have?
Thrakis orbs.
I got one here, and I got one.
No, I don't think
I got 2 swords for you right now.
First of all, Cor, I should ask you, what are the chances that we sort of accidentally have an Orb of Thrakis?
I mean, if you want to run back to the ship and check, maybe there's one banging around in there, but it seems like you... Okay.
Yeah, no, she actually got an invite to the Boboskars, so...
Oh, good for her.
They have not a single orb, Master.
Which of the elemental beacons of Promethea did you speak
can't
to?
be right. Listen, no, Cor.
Not only have we never been to Promethea, I don't think we've ever heard of
No.
I mean, the fact that you think Promethea is just one location is already a huge...
Honestly, we are really back on our heels.
Well, if you had spoken to one of the beacons, you would know that, wouldn't you?
The beacons are people?
Yeah, beacons are people, and Promethea is not just one place. Promethea is at all 6 corners of the universe.
Boy.
Hold on. 6 corners?
Yes, the 6 corners of the universe. Wait, how many corners do you think the universe should have?
I thought it was infinite.
Or should we go get some of that stuff and just zoom right back, or is it gonna...
They think they'll be able to leave, Master.
Oh wait, the door that we came in. What?
There's no
Yes.
door? What?
The door is no more.
No more door?
No more. Okay.
What?
I don't know much about orbs or Prometheus, Prometheor.
Promethea.
You've convinced him you don't know.
It's a 6-directional liminality that contains the beacons.
This is all, just honestly save your breath.
How long have you been living in this galaxy? I mean, forget the beacons, just like even a couple of the gems that I mentioned. I feel kind of like, I feel crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you guys have been a huge thorn in my side, and you don't know about one orb of Thrakus. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really hurt.
What?
I'm really hurt by what's happened here today. I've been busting my ass. Scram has been pulling 12-hour days.
Think nothing of it, Master. It was all worth it.
No, I know you think nothing of it because you are a rise and grind mother chucker, and I get that. But you shouldn't have to do that. Like, yes, Scram is my best friend, and I know that's weird to say because there's an employee-employer relationship here, but truly, I would be lost without Scram. Okay? And Scram skipped a family reunion to clone and, double up and grab from time loops all of you. And you come here with your junk in your hands. I'm sorry to say it.
I missed out on timeless memories, which was extremely whack.
If you can travel through time, you could have just traveled back to the family reunion.
Well, that's the plan after crunch time is over. I'll cut open a hole of time and then we can go play cornhole with Scram's amazing family.
Please welcome to the stage 4-time Babosgar nominee Lucky LaRue and award presentation droid Presentotron 2500.
Thank you very much. Please sit down. As every film goes, this one goes as well.
And sometimes they don't go at all if the budget isn't there. Pause for laughter. Pause for laughter.
Luckily, these films all went.
And the nominees for Best Jantawa Language Film are...
Jantawa by Jantawa.
Yes, this way, Miss Jade. Follow me. You're right here.
Now, on that watch where we're sitting right now is actually very good. Usually, they put the very, very, very important people in the front.
Oh.
And as you can see, we're in the second row.
Wow.
Well, you're in rows 2 through 95, and the mezzanine would have collapsed if we'd put you there.
Thank you.
Oh, baby!
Hey, I didn't know you'd be here. You looking hot tonight.
There can only be one winner in each category!
Wow.
By Jantawa.
Once we announce, I shall self-destruct.
Me too, if I don't get a drink.
Pause for laughter. Pause for laughter.
Please sit. Yes, thank you. And the winner is... You open it up. Jantawa. Wow.
Shutting down basic.
And now, please welcome to the stage, Lamore Lacrosse.
When my father came across, blazed across the Hollywood scene,
There was a cost to it. To my family, my mother, myself. But he was a legend, so he got away with a lot of behavior that a lot of people wouldn't. And it's the cost of fame. The nominees for Best Animated Short are Toot Toot Goes the Boat, Little Blinky's Wild Ride, High Seas with You and Me, Short Moana, Balloons.
And the award goes to... I'm fine now. I've gotten help. The award goes to... Balloons.
First of all, I want to thank the Academy for this Boboska win. When we set out to make... when we started to make balloons... We wrote balloons with one goal, which is...
ain't getting any juncture, my man.
Well, it seems this heckler has ruined the most important night of my life, so I will say thank you and good night.
And now, please welcome Little Bill.
Hello, I'm Little Bill, and I'm terminally ill. Sure, the cinema is entertainment, but it's also a powerful tool for illuminating important social issues. The nominees for Best Product Placement in a Feature-Length Documentary are...
Colds to Sack brand cold packs in A Bothersome Fact.
Miss Jade. I'm sorry, excuse me. It's almost time. You come with us backstage.
Time for what?
It's time for the presentation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right this way. Excuse me, right this way. Excuse me. The Bargarean Jade's coming through.
Thought it would just be in the audience, but I didn't realize it was something for me. Oh, I should reveal more of my home. Hold on, I'm just gonna rip this dress a little. What? Who knew something? I knew something was gonna happen. Sorry.
I like being inconvenienced.
Do they even know it's X-Mars?
And the winner is... Bebops in the Child Dentist of Delanda segment.
Well, Blake, you and your friends certainly are disappointments.
Okay.
But, just to try to kind of pick up the pieces here a little bit, because I do want this to be sort of climactic. Perhaps your only hope is to kill me.
What?
Black Deck Setter.
Yes.
For I know it is very likely that you have already destroyed all of the Wactifacts containing shards of my soul.
Yes. Yes, the Wactifacts.
How do you...
Yes.
Okay, how many... Just tell me straight up, because I didn't say the number yet. How many Wactifacts are there?
There.
One. Oh, wait, no, you said plural, so it's more than one.
Just hold on. The Wactifacts containing shards of your soul, obviously there are 18 of them, so you better watch out.
If this is right.
How would that even work to have 18 Wactifacts?
Come on, Papa.
How would that even work?
One. I'm still sticking to one.
It's definitely not one.
So it's gotta be.
Hey guys, this probably sounds bad, but at a certain point, does Core deserve to win?
Nermit, I hate to say this, I sort of think maybe he's already won.
Master, they don't even realize that they still have a chance because all of them are together.
Scram. Wow.
Thank you for pointing that out to me.
Yeah, thank you, Scram. That actually sounded pretty important.
Yeah, it helps.
I have a chance with both Dars.
That's not what... That's definitely not
Look
what...
here, you interloping vexations. You intergalactic nuisances! Despite your complete and utter, and frankly disrespectful, lack of preparation, prophecies have foretold your coming, and the destruction of the All-Wheat by your hands cannot forces of freshness that have conspired to bring you together in opposition to me and my terrible whackness. You are still, and always shall be, a threat. Though my great and terrible whackness has not yet seen to your demise, there is a greater whackness still. The whackness that lurks so obviously and clearly within your own veins.
I know you said obvious, but say it one more time.
You don't have to.
Follow me through. Let you be rent asunder by your own rudeness, belligerence, unkindness, thoughtlessness, all the forces of being not that good to be around. And I cast you forth unto your nemesis!
Excellent casting, Master.
Thank you. You know, it's up to you to make sure that you're having a good time, right?
Yes, you can't rely on others to rise to your level.
No, exactly. And actually, that's sort of what my therapist has been saying. Is like,
This planet's literally so hot. What are next?
Oh,
hey, car.
Hey, Justin, how's it been? Good to see you. Nemesis time.
We were just coming back from the cafeteria.
Yeah, I'd ate a GURP.
You guys, I just sent them to the Nemesis room.
Oh, okay.
They're literally... No, hold on. It's all jumped up. Okay. Alright, there's a portal to 10 minutes ago. Go take your trays and please put them in the actual bins where the trays are supposed to go. Don't just leave them on the table. It's not... The kitchen staff are busy enough.
Do you mind if I probe you about something? Wouldn't it be whacker if we just left the trays on the table?
Wouldn't it be whacker? Yeah, that's what I thought, alright? I don't come to you and tell you about how to be a bucket of bolts with a bunch of frayed wires hanging out your ass, okay? So don't come and talk to me about whackness.
Yes, Master.
Just to be clear, we go back to the cafeteria just in this normal timeline and then go through the portal?
No, go through the portal and bring it... No, but if you bring your trays... 15 minutes ago, the trays they will exist from now. Okay, here's what you have to do.
I think we'll get to the bottom of this.
Okay, no, sir. Hold on. Everyone shut up. Take your trays.
Yes.
Go 15 minutes ago. Go to the cafeteria. Okay. Tell you both to not put their trays in the bin. Sure. They have to bring their trays here. In that way, there will be a 15-minute period where there is a quantum entangled quartet of trays, but then the trays will come here and then go back.
Okay, but now you're sort of creating this situation where we have to be here, inconveniencing you.
Look, that's not what... no. In the timeline you are going to create by going now, like 13 minutes ago, let's get a hustle, gang.
I'm just gonna put the tray back.
Don't you put the tray back in this timeline! Okay. I've already cut the portal open.
Okay.
You go back with the tray!
Okay, alright.
Okay.
To be continued on the next mission to Zyxx.
IT5 credits and attributions droid commencing outro protocol. Plek Deck Setter was played by Alden Ford. C-53 and Scram were played by Jeremy Bent. Dar and Evil Dar were played by Allie Kokesh. Bargie the Ship and Justin Ballwheat were played by Moujan Zolfaghari. Nermit Bundaloy was played by Seth Lind. EJ was played by Winston Noel. Cor Baelvor was played by special guest Brendan Lee Mulligan. Brendan is the creator and GM for Dimension 20 and a College Humor cast member. He has taught and performed at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, co-created the webcomic Strong Female Protagonist, and written dozens of LARPs for the Wayfinder Experience Summer Camp in upstate New York. He recently started putting a little bit of cinnamon in his morning coffee, which he has described as a real game changer. Riddlemaster Chad was played by special guest Michael Cruz Kane. Michael is a Peabody and WGA winner, in addition to being an Emmy loser. He has appeared on CBS, NBC, HBO, HBO Max, Apple TV, and more as both a stand-up and an actor. Soy Beanacron was played by Jesse Thorne. String Beanacron was played by Molly Ringwald. Garbanzulor was played by Mike Birbiglia. Fava Grava was played by Anna Faris. The Peanatrices were played by Ira Glass and Sarah Koenig. Lenticular was played by LeVar Burton. Beanie Baby was played by Jodie Finn O'Connell. The proprietary Ronca Country Gentleman voice filter was played by Jonathan Lloyd. Baboscar's Crowd Sounds by our Season 5 finale spectacular live show audience. This episode was edited by Seth Lind. Sound design and mix by Shane O'Connell. Theme music composed by Brendan Ryan and performed by Fame's Macedonian Symphonic Orchestra. Crawl narration by Jeremy Crutchley. Ship design for the Bargarean Jade by Eric Geusz. Audio hosting by Simplecast. Mission to Zyxx is a proud member of the Maximum Fun Network.
Hey, it's John Moe. Join me on Depresh Mode for conversations on how mental health shapes our life. This week, David Sedaris with stories of his late father that he's finally willing to tell.
I think there's a difference between, a good person and a good character. Like, Hugh is a good character, my boyfriend Hugh. And my father was another one of those people. He was a really good character, but he wasn't a good person.
Depresh Mode with John Moe, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Jesse Thorne, the founder of Maximum Fun, and I have a special announcement. I'm no longer embarrassed by my brother and me. For years, each new episode of this supposed advice show was a fresh insult, a depraved jumble of erection jokes, ghost humor, and frankly, this is for the best, very little actionable advice. But now, as they enter their twilight years, I'm as surprised as anyone to admit that it's gotten kind of good. Justin, Travis, and Griffin's witticisms are more refined, like a humor column in a fancy magazine. And they hardly ever say bazinga anymore. So, after you've completely finished listening to every single one of all of our other shows, why not join the McElroy brothers every week for My Brother and Me?
MaximumFun.org.
Comedy and culture.
Artist owned. Audience supported.
Okay, fine. So we have a map to Chad's planet. We've already been there.
Yeah.
We've already found Beano. Beano's not there anymore.
Or
Hate to play audience surrogate here, but could you catch up, old Dar? Just, what's a Chad? Where are we going? I don't know why
Dar,
anyone
I
would
gotta
listen.
tell you. I don't know
why. I don't know why anyone would join in at this juncture.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Yeah, I gotta say, Dar, if you're not on board at this point, I feel like you don't really. I feel like there's almost nothing we can say to get you on board.
Go back.
Just go back.
String Beanacron, love, one dimension. I think I'm really much better on the Peanatrix. I think that just as a performer, it speaks more to kind of who I am. But I'm going to give you another take of String Beanacron just in case you need it. Even though I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I don't understand the part from inside. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I mean, yeah. All right, let me just try again. Since obviously I'm not somebody. Well, in fact, I would say I'm somebody who's against one-dimensional particles. I'm pretty much against them, and so to play someone who loves them, I don't know. I mean, it's not typecasting, so I appreciate that. It's a stretch, is what I'm saying.